feel like an outsider in this world? What if I told you that this isn't just a sign that you are a chosen one, but also an invisible chain that's blocking the flow of your inner divine power? Being a chosen one means walking with a frequency the world doesn't yet understand, and everything the system doesn't understand, it tries to silence. That's why you feel out of place. But you're not wrong. You're simply awakening before the rest. This feeling of being an outsider is not random. It's the reflection of an elevated consciousness trying to move through a collective field of low vibration. And the more you try to fit in where you don't belong, the stronger this discomfort grows. But in this video, you'll learn exactly how to beat this feeling, step by step, and unleash your full spiritual potential as a true chosen one. At the end of the path lies the awakening of your inner divine power. First, understand this. Isolation intensifies when you live trying to meet expectations that erase your essence. You're not being rejected by the world. You're being refined to awaken. Feeling watched, judged, or out of place is common among chosen ones because there's something already awakened in you that others don't recognize yet. Your energetic structure already vibrates on a different level, a level that breaks with the status quo of society and awakens the divine spark. I'm not an outsider. I'm a chosen one. If you're ready to awaken your divine power, write this phrase in the comments. And thank you for supporting the channel by subscribing, hitting the like button, using the super thanks, or even dropping some hype. Your support keeps this message going and helps this video reach even more people, recognizing the root, why you feel like an outsider. Feeling out of place is almost a constant in the life of a chosen one. But the mistake is trying to suppress that feeling, pretending it doesn't exist. Ignoring the source of discomfort only deepens the pain and delays your awakening. The key is to understand that this discomfort carries a message. It's calling you back to who you really are. And the world only feels strange because you came to transform it, not to fit into it. This outsider feeling may be tied to memories from other lifetimes, vibrational inheritances from your ancestral auric field, or even a mission you haven't yet remembered in this incarnation. When you vibrate at a higher frequency than your surroundings, friction is inevitable. And that friction is what makes you feel like a stranger in the wrong place. But the truth is, you're in the right time for the awakening of your divine spark, your gifts, your sensitivity, your vision beyond the surface. All of it is real. But because they're invisible to the common eye, you might end up sabotaging yourself just to seem normal. That creates a cycle of pain and denial that feeds the feeling of not belonging. Understanding that your difference is actually your origin seal is liberating. When you recognize that, loneliness gives way to the inner divine power that has always been dormant within you. The journey of acceptance, honoring who you truly are. The real path begins when you stop trying to fit into the world of the unchosen and start honoring who you truly are. The problem was never being different. The problem was believing you had to adapt to a reality that denies your essence. A chosen one who tries to seem ordinary dims their own light. And as long as you deny your light, the world will keep looking dark. Self-acceptance is not settling. It's a deep, energetic act that reorganizes your presence in the vibrational field. Acceptance is not passive. It's an active decision to stop resisting your nature and start amplifying it. When you own who you are, something in the field responds. And that's when the real shift in your reality begins. Not from the outside in, but from the inside out. All transformation happens when you realize you don't need to conquer reality, but to collapse it from your most authentic vibration. When you stop searching outside for what already vibrates within, the field responds with coherence, and the outsider frequency starts to give way to true belonging. What once was pain becomes a portal. What once was absence becomes a return to your inner divine power. By cultivating self-love and honoring your virtues, you break the cycle of silent rejection. You naturally begin to attract people, situations, and opportunities that resonate with who you truly are. The universe never mismatches. It responds to coherence. When you recognize yourself as a conscious fragment of the all, your entire life begins to align around that truth, and your divine spark finally begins to shine without fear. You also begin to realize just how important it is to hit the like button on this video. Yes, seriously. Because you know your role in helping this message reach more chosen ones, and together we support the expansion of human consciousness, finding your tribe, the outsider's return to the frequency of home. When you begin to live your truth as a chosen one, your vibration shifts, and that completely changes what you attract. It's as if your energy field starts broadcasting a new signal that can be sensed by other awakened souls. You stop searching for belonging in the wrong places and begin to be found by those who truly see you. This exchange isn't forced. It's natural, because where there is truth, there is resonance. These connections go beyond emotions. They are fields that recognize each other even before words are spoken. It's a silent reminder that you are never alone. Soul tribes don't form through shared tastes, but through alignment of mission. They emerge to support each other in the collective awakening. And when chosen ones unite, they elevate the frequency of the world around them. Finding your tribe is not about having company. It's about unlocking parts of yourself that were dormant. Because when you see yourself in another, your divine spark finds the courage to expand. That connection is the catalyst. It's what transforms the outsider feeling into the memory of home. And in that vibrational home, your inner divine power stops being just potential and starts being presence. When you align, everything changes. How to belong to the all again. There are simple practices that act as keys to your reconnection. Meditation, grounding, art, conscious movement, intentional silence. Each one aligns your presence with the natural flow of existence. When you engage in these practices with truth, something shifts in the field. Resistance begins to dissolve, and the energy that was stagnant starts to circulate. Your divine spark finds space to pulse again. Being kind to your emotions is more powerful than it seems. Embracing your pain without identifying with it transforms wounds into portals. What once seemed like weakness reveals itself as hidden strength. Isolation begins to crumble when you stop judging yourself and start listening. And in that space of listening, the outsider within you finds the path back home. Build meaningful relationships with those who truly see you beyond the surface. It's not about quantity, it's about truth. A chosen one connecting with another chosen one may face strangeness at first, mainly because neither is used to truly being able to connect. Two mirrors don't always recognize each other right away. But with empathy and openness, the connection blossoms. And within it, the real feeling of belonging is born. Seek out groups, spaces, communities that resonate with your soul. This channel is one example, made by a chosen one, for chosen ones, but it's far from the only one. And by the way, are you already subscribed? In any case, you'll realize that when you stop forcing a fit in the wrong places, the right places begin to find you. It's natural and effortless, because the field responds to intention, not effort. And when your intention is honest, the universe conspires in favor of the reunion. The power to create your reality is already working. You don't need to perform magic. You just need to stop resisting who you are. Embracing your truth is what releases the flow of your inner divine power. When you recognize your origin, accept your difference, find your tribe, and align with what's vibrating within, something greater begins to happen. At last, you awaken the divine spark that's always been dormant in you. It's not about reaching something external. The destination was never out there. The call is inward. You are not here to adapt. You are here to remember. And by remembering who you are, you stop being an outsider and become a living presence of the divine on Earth. I embrace my awakened divine spark. Write this phrase in the comments, and I'll reply with a special video, intuitively chosen as the next message you need to receive. And remember, you are not here to find a purpose. You are the purpose experiencing itself. Thank you for watching until the end. I hope to see you in the next video. A life of infinite possibilities awaits you.